A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone and welcome to A+ English. I am Adam.
And I'm Elsie.
And today our topic is esports, next level gaming.
Wow, so we are going to talk about esports today.
That's correct.
Oh.
Our warm-up question for today is, do you like to play video games? And what kind of games do you like to play the most?
Do I like to play video games? Actually, I don't. I think it's a waste of time.
A waste of time?
Right, so I don't play any video games now, but I used to play a game called Overcooked.
Oh, I've heard of that game.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm kind of the same. I play some sports games, such as football, basketball, baseball games. But I'm not too much into what we would call role-playing games in the video game world.
I see. Okay, so I think now we have to find out what esports are, right? By reading through today's article.
That's correct. Let's get started.
Esports, next level gaming. Warm-up question. Do you like to play video games? What kind of games do you like to play the most?
For most people, playing video games is something to do for fun. Recently, however, gaming has changed a lot. Esports have allowed serious gamers to turn their hobbies into a job. There is big money on offer, too. Several kinds of games have become very popular in esports competitions. Fighting games, FTG. People have enjoyed FTGs for many years. These games usually put two players against each other. They must fight to the death using special moves. Older games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are still played competitively today. More recently, the Super Smash Bros. Games have become very popular. Competitions are held regularly in countries all around the world.
As we look at our article, it says, for most people, playing video games is something to do for fun.
Right, so you think like that too, right?
Yes.
You think playing video games is fun, but for me, like I said, I don't like playing video games.
Oh, okay. Well, you're lost. Recently, back to our article, it continues by saying, recently, however, gaming has changed a lot. We see the word recently, which means not a long time ago or not long ago. You could say, I bought a new hat recently.
OK， 代表呢，我最近买了一顶帽子，所以啊 ，recently 这个副词代表最近。那课文说呢，然而最近呢 ，gaming 也就是玩电子游戏这件事情已经改变了许多。那我们看到现在完成式，也就是从过去到现在所完成或未完成的事情，或是经验状态，都可以用现在完成式来表示。那是主词加上 have 或是 has， 再加上一个过去分词。For example, I have lived in Taipei since I was born. What about you, Adam?
Oh, wow. I have lived in Taipei for 9 years.
你已经在台北住9年啦。
That's right.
That's a long time. OK， 那现在呢，我们先进到 Magic Box 听讲师讲解现在完成式的用法咯。
Magic Box。
又是谁把我给请出来了？哎，这几天坏皇后我为了甄选猎人可是忙得不可开交哎。I haven't slept for 3 days。哦，我真的是快要累死了。 I have just picked 5 good hunters out of 1,000 hunters。真的是太难选了吧？因为真的太多数值差的人了，大家真的是加油好吗？好啊，相信你们会请我出来，也是想跟厉害的坏皇后我多学学，对吧？好啊，我就勉勉强强的教你们一些关于今天要说的文法吧。同学们都知道，英文中有分很多种时态，在不同的时间点使用。一开始提到那些句子呢，使用的时态就叫做现在完成式哦。很简单，句中的动词的呈现，记得要用 have 或是 has 加上过去分词就 OK 咯。而它的使用时机也有很多种。第一种就是用在从过去到现在累积了一段时间，并且呢还有可能会继续下去的行为，就像我刚刚说的 I haven't slept for 3 days， 意思就是说我从3天前到现在都还没有睡觉，而且搞不好我今天还是没有办法睡，会持续这样下去哦。天哪，我真的是想到就累。好了，那第二种时机呢，就是在于说明刚结束的动作哦。像我刚说的另外一句 I have just picked 5 good hunters out of 1,000 hunters。我刚从1000名猎人中挑出了5个好的而已哦。通常也可以加上这个 just 来表示不久前刚完成的。好，那再来这种呢，算是很常见的使用时机哦。当你想表示过去到现在的经验，以及这个完成的次数，现在完成式就也可以派上用场哦。大家一定不知道，其实我去过你们的家乡，对，没错，就是 Taiwan， 超多次的。I have been to Taiwan many times。这边呢，就是指到现在这个时间点为止，我已经有去过台湾的经验，而且呢是很多次喽。好啦，我要继续去甄选我的猎人了啦。最后我就来考考你们好了，看你们有没有注意听坏皇后我I tried to kill Snow White。好，如果呢我说过去到现在，我都持续想要杀了白雪公主，使用现在完成式，我该怎么把刚刚的句型改变呢？
So gaming is not like before. Our article continues to say, esports have allowed serious gamers to turn their hobbies into a job.
So what are esports, Adam?
Well, esports is short for electronic sports, where video games are played usually with many people playing against each other to see who comes out the winner.
所以就是电子竞技，就是我们说的电竞，用打电动来比赛。What about gamers?
Gamers, yes. Gamers are the people who play video games a lot. I could say my friend is a gamer because he plays video games every single day.
So you can say he's a gamer.
That's
他是
right.
个爱玩电动的人，或者是呢是电竞玩家。那再来呢，我们在课文当中还看到一个字是 hobby， 是我们今天的第一个单字。我们来看一下怎么用吧。Hobby 这个名词呢，代表是嗜好，也就是你闲暇时间喜欢做的事情。那它的复数形要小心哦，我们要把字尾的 y 拿掉，加上 ies 变成 hobbies。I have 2 hobbies. I like going jogging and listening to music in my free time. 我有2个嗜好，我喜欢在闲暇时间去慢跑，还有听音乐。What are your hobbies? 那你的嗜好又是什么呢？单字例句给的是My son's hobby is taking pictures of birds. 我儿子的兴趣是给鸟拍照。
Back to our article, it says, there is big money on offer too. We see the word on offer. There is a prize to win or to receive.
OK， 所以 offer 的意思是提供，那 on offer 那就是可以得到的，人家提供给你的，所以代表玩家们可以把电竞当工作。It means that you can make money by gaming, right?
Yes, you can.
That's nice.
It is. More and more people are making money by gaming. Continuing with our article, we go back to several kinds of gamers have become very popular in esports competitions.
OK, competitions 这个名词是什么意思呢？我们先来看看吧。Let's find out. Competition 这个名词呢，代表是竞赛、比赛。那动词形式是 compete，C-O-M-P-E-T-E。Compete with somebody， 那就是跟某个人竞争。那跟你竞争的人，你们都是竞争者，对不对？名词是 competitors。那两个人在比赛竞争一定相当激烈，我们可以用 competitive 去形容这样的状况。那单字例句给的是Joseph practices ice skating every day. He wants to win the competition. Joseph 每天都练习滑冰，他想要赢得比赛。So what was the last competition you joined?
It was a surfing competition, but it was a long time ago, and I didn't do really well.
Oh, it's okay. So what are the games we're introducing here to our students?
Well, our article says fighting games, or known as FTG.
那就是格斗类游戏咯。
And people have enjoyed FTGs for many years.
人们已经享受格斗游戏的乐趣很多年了，又是一个现在完成式 have enjoyed.
As we see in the article, these games usually put two players against each other, which means they are competitors. They are trying to beat each other to see who will be the best.
Okay, so they fight, they compete against each other. Against 它是一个介系词哦，怎么用呢？ Let's take a look. Against 这个介系词代表是在比赛中或战斗中对抗，所以在 fighting games 也就是格斗类游戏当中，两位玩家会跟彼此对打。那我们也可以说 play against a team， 那就是跟某个队伍对打或是对抗。For example, my teammates and I are very nervous because we're going to play against another soccer team tomorrow. 队友跟我都很紧张，因为明天就要跟别的队伍比赛了。那 against 还可以是违抗或是违反的意思哦，像是 against one's will， 那就是违抗某人的意愿 ；against the law， 那就是违反法律。单字例句说的是When I play games against my sister, she always wins. 我跟我妹妹玩游戏对打的时候，她总是赢我。
Back to the article. They must fight to the death using special moves. Fight to the death means to kill the other player's character. If you do that, then you win.
所以格斗类的游戏为什么叫格斗类？就是要杀个你死我活 ，fight to the death. And they must fight to the death using special moves.
That's correct. We see the word moves, which is a noun. It is short for movement. You do this or you do this when you move your body, such as dance moves, skateboard moves, basketball moves.
所以这里的 move 是个名词，不是动词咯。那它代表的是行动、动作或是步骤。What about older games?
Good question. The article says older games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are still played competitively today. Oh, wow. I used to play those two games growing up, but I always got beat by someone better than me.
所以你以前有玩，可是都输了。Poor you. OK， 到现在这两个游戏，也就是快打旋风还有真人快打，还是有很多人在玩的。那我们刚刚有介绍到 competitive 这个形容词是竞争激烈的，那这边加了字尾的 ly， 变成 competitively， 这个副词代表是竞争的、竞赛的。
Okay, so as we head back to the article, we read, more recently, the Super Smash Bros. Games have become very popular. In this game, you can have so many characters fighting all at once to see who will be the last one standing. And since these games are so popular, the article says,
Super Smash Bros. 也就是这款游戏，中文是任天堂明航大乱斗。这个它是越来越受欢迎。It's getting more and more popular.
It really is. Even my little nieces and nephews love to play that game.
Okay, so back to the article. What does it say?
It says next, competitions are held regularly in countries all around the world.
So we see another adverb, regularly. 这个副词什么意思呢？我们来看一下吧。Regularly 这个副词代表规律地、经常地。那你会发现它是由 regular 这个形容词加上字尾的 ly 组成的。For example, we can say exercising regularly is one of the ways to stay healthy. 规律运动呢是维持健康的方法之一。或者是我们也可以说 I visit my parents regularly， 代表我经常去看我的父母。那刚刚有说到啊 regularly 它是由 regular 加上 ly 组成的字。那 regular 我们可以怎么用呢？这个形容词我们可以说 a regular customer， 那就是规律会来的客人，那就是常客。那还有呢 regular 可以当作有规则的来解释，相反就是没有规则的 irregular。所以当我们在学动词的时候，我们会说到 regular verbs， 还有 irregular verbs， 那就是规则变化动词，还有不规则变化动词。那单字例句说的是It's important to go to the dentist regularly every 6 months。每半年定期看一次牙医是很重要的。Okay, so back to the article. 课文最后说到呢，世界各地有许多的电竞频繁的在举行。So Adam, we just talked about 3 kinds of games.
That's right.
What are they? Do you remember?
Let me think back. We talked about Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Street Fighter.
Right.
And
One more.
Smash Brothers.
Okay, so did you say that you played all these 3 games before?
I have played all 3 of these games before.
Which one was your favorite?
I would say Street Fighter because, like in the article, I knew all the special moves to a special character.
Okay, so like we said, today we learned about competitive video games. What about tomorrow?
Tomorrow we will learn more about different kinds of games.
So more kinds of games.
Exactly.
Cool. Okay, so now it's time for our review time activity.
Review time.
Okay, so for our review time today, Adam, what are we going to do?
We are going to play a game where we have to fill in the sentence or fill in the blank with our vocabulary words that we have today.
Okay, so we have hobby.
That's correct.
Competition.
Yes.
Against.
Yep.
还有一个是副词 regularly.
All right.
Okay, how about I go first?
Okay, sounds good.
My blank are listening to music and dance. And dancing. Which means I like to listen to music and dance in my free time.
Okay, so I would say those are your hobbies. So
Right.
hobby would be the correct answer.
Yes, HOBBIES, hobbies.
Okay, let me think of one. Tomorrow, our soccer team is going to be playing in a blank.
Tomorrow, our soccer team, 我们的足球队要去play in a competition.
That's correct.
比赛竞赛. Okay, here's another one. Every morning, I go to 7-Eleven to buy a cup of coffee. I do it blank.
She does it every morning. So all the time, she does it. So you do it regularly.
Right, I do it regularly. 这个副词规律地。还有再一个。
Okay. As we were talking about our video games, in this game, my character is going to go blank a bigger character.
你的那个角色要跟一个更厉害的角色对打。So fight against or go against.
That's correct.
就是这个介系词。Okay, so that's the time we have for today.
That's it.
So for A+ English, this is Elsie.
And I'm Adam.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Esports. Next level gaming. Warm-up question. Do you like to play video games? What kind of games do you like to play the most?
For most people, playing video games is something to do for fun. Recently, however, gaming has changed a lot. Esports have allowed serious gamers to turn their hobbies into a job. There is big money on offer too. Several kinds of games have become very popular in esports competitions. Fighting games, FTG. People have enjoyed FTGs for many years. These games usually put two players against each other. They must fight to the death using special moves. Older games like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat are still played competitively today. More recently, the Super Smash Bros. Games have become very popular. Competitions are held regularly in countries all around the world. Word power.
Hobby. Hobby. My son's hobby is taking pictures of birds. My son's hobby is taking pictures of birds. Competition. Competition. Joseph practices ice skating every day. He wants to win the competition. Joseph practices ice skating every day. He wants to win the competition. Against. Against. When I play games against my sister, she always wins. When I play games against my sister, she always wins. Regularly. Regularly. It's important to go to the dentist regularly every 6 months. It's important to go to the dentist regularly every 6 months.
认识字汇
Recently. Recently. Competitively. Competitively. Competitive. Competitive.